Sorry, the furthest one.
No.
Oh, you're
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Did you go up a bit or show the back here? Because this is
I think it's the highest. Yeah, it's more than the faker.
Okay, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming today. I'm here with Dean and Oliver. And we're going to start with Gary from the Sky Sports News.
I've seen you've refused to put the Uefa backdrop up. No, I'm just joking. Just given the disappointment of being in the conference rather than the Europa League, does that actually heighten your desire to do well in the competition?
No, not at all. It's again, and I think then we shouldn't talk about it anymore because it's decided. We can't change it anymore. And it's the last time I will respond to this question. So I still think we, the club, the fans, the players deserve to play Europa League because we are the FA Cup champion, and this is the rule. So from the sporting perspective, we deserved to play Europa League, but it was decided, that we get demoted to the Conference League. And so now we're playing Conference League, and this is how we prepare. It's the first time Crystal Palace plays European football. It's still the first time European football is played at Selhurst, and it's still the first time our fans can watch European football at home and travel abroad to watch the team in a competitive game. And so this is the reward for winning the FA Cup, and it's European football, and so we will enjoy it together with our fans, everybody in the club, because it's something maybe many didn't expect. Many people, many fans didn't expect that Crystal Palace plays European football, and this is our approach.
We know they're the rules, as interpreted this time, but there's justice and there's fairness. Do you feel it's been unfair and unjust what's happened?
I mean, to be honest, it's one of them. I think if you win the FA Cup, you should be in the Europa League, but the reality is we're excited for the journey we're going to go on this season. Obviously, bringing European football to the fans for the first time in all these years, I think it's exciting for everyone involved with the club, and we're really looking forward to it.
Just seen training, lucky enough to get very close to you in warm-ups as well. There's a real team spirit, we know that, but a real excitement. It looks like the players are really determined to do their best in this competition beginning tomorrow night.
Yeah, hopefully. So, of course, and mention it so often, and today you could experience it, and it's just how this group is, and this is how we work for many months now, and I think this is the foundation of our success. Yeah, this spirit, these characters. Of course, we have a lot of quality in the team. Otherwise, it's not possible to win a trophy here in England. But also having these soft skills, and this desire, this commitment, this work ethic, and this is what we demand from each other in every single training session. And of course, now we're at the beginning of the season. We had an excellent start into the season, winning the Community Shield, getting a draw against the club world champion, a deserved draw at Chelsea. And so, we feel ready. And as Dean said, we're all excited and looking forward to the game.
And you spoke before about how exciting and important it is for the club to have this first European experience. Of course, you're a European trophy winner yourself, but does this excite you as well going into this competition personally?
Yes, of course. And for me, this is the best response I get. If I'm still doing the right job, as long as I'm excited that when we play games. And it's honestly, for me, it's not that important which competition it is. It's every single game I'm excited because I really love to work with the players, especially with this great group of players. I love to work with this staff, and of course then bringing European football to Selhurst and being one puzzle piece makes me proud, because I know our fans will have a great night again, and we will do our best that they will go home happy, and of course with a win.
And the same with you, obviously, experience in the biggest of European competitions as well. What role can you play with some of the players here, or other players here who haven't had that experience?
Obviously, it's just we've just got to go out and enjoy it. As we spoke about, we've earned the right to be in this competition now, and that's the normal for Crystal Palace this season. So I think we've got to go out, express ourselves, give the best versions of ourselves, carry out the plans put in place, and I'm sure we'll have a great competition. Chelsea
were obviously in this competition last season and went on to win it. A lot was made in the early stages about how there was the Chelsea A team and the Chelsea B team, and it was renowned from the Chelsea B team that competed in the early stages of this competition. What kind of team will you be putting out tomorrow night?
I don't know if Chelsea was an A or a B team, but we will always play with the best possible team, of course, and I think we showed this in every cup competition, because I think this is what everybody deserves. If players are doing well, and they did very well, so they deserve to play. Every player prefers playing a game than training, and of course, if a player is a little bit tired, fatigued, then he will get the rest, but this has nothing to do, then that means automatically that the other one is in a better shape. And so yes, maybe there are one or two changes, but players did so well, and with now 3 days, or it was a Sunday, Thursday, so time enough to recover. Players are completely recovered, so we could see this today. So no reason to make a lot of changes.
Purely by accident, when I was out there filming your warm-ups and we were broadcasting live, Ebbs was there, basically, right next to me. Hearing me talking about how professional he's been, how respectful of the club and the situation, training properly, playing properly, becoming available, unlike some others that we've seen in this transfer window. And he looked over to me and he said, "Give it a rest." Does that kind of sum up the character that he is, that he just expects that of himself? It isn't anything for us to be talking about?
Yes, I think it's the same. So if we all have to be pleased that the player gives 100% when he has a guilty contract, so there's something going wrong. So it should be the opposite. If a player signs a contract, so he should stick to the contract. So I think it's not that we have to say thank you every day that the player gives 100%. This is what we can expect. So also to get a few pounds a week. So I think it's also the right of a club. And the duty of a player to give 100% as long as he's under contract. And on the other side, I know this is the theory. On the other side, it just shows. And again, I mentioned it before Chelsea. I think many of you were surprised that Marc and Ebe started and played almost the whole game. Most of you will be surprised that they will start again tomorrow because of all the rumors. But again, they are committed. They are committed to the team. They have a contract here. They played a crucial part that we could be that successful, and they will play a crucial part as long as they are here, because they are good. They are committed to the team, and they. When one of the players will leave, which I don't know at the moment, then they want to leave as the guys who always, or the players who always give 100% for Crystal Palace. This is what they did since they signed, I don't know, many years ago. And this is what we expect from them until the end of their contract, whenever this is.
Not so much Marc, because he went through it all last season, but with Eze, it must be difficult for him as well to shut out all the noise. Have you spoken to him, and is he dealing with it all okay?
It's more difficult for me, honestly, because I also have to speak to you and with him. So, and in the evening, hopefully with my children and my wife. So a lot of talks going on. No problem. So he showed a good performance, scored the game-winning goal. I'm still disappointed that this goal was disallowed. And he will show a great performance tomorrow, pretty sure.
Put you on the spot a little bit as well. Are you surprised by the way Eze's handled it all, or did you always know he was that kind of character?
No, I think the pair of them are great lads, and they're so committed and so professional. And it just shows Chelsea game. They were both phenomenal. So yeah, I'm sure they'll stay committed throughout, and they're always here to help the team, and they're part of us at the minute. So we'll keep enjoying it.
And I was at the game. Final question for me. I was at the game on Sunday, and at the end, everything seemed perfectly normal to me in the stadium. But something's been made of some TV footage showing Marc leaving the pitch after going and saying goodbye and thank you to the fans, and you kind of gesturing to him. There seems to have been some misunderstanding. Can you say what was happening there?
Yes, it's good to have the opportunity, because there's so much nonsense written about this and I really love and appreciate, and honestly in my career I didn't find many other people or colleagues who are as ambitious as me, or even maybe more ambitious than me. Marc is one of these guys, so he was upset that we didn't win the game. So, and I love this, yeah, and then it's all good, and you know, and I was a player for many years, so you know, when you're emotionally after this game and exhausted, and then you know, sometimes what I shouted to my colleagues, it's good that there wasn't always a camera, so it's all good. It's just Marc was disappointed that the goal was disallowed, that we didn't win the game, and this is, I think, it was written or reported quite in a negative way. I see it completely the opposite. For me, it's the best sign Marc could show how ambitious we all are. Yeah? That we don't lay back now and say, hey, we are the great FA Cup winners and everything is good. And this, I think, shows the development and the progress of Crystal Palace in the last, 1 or 2 years, that everybody is not pleased just getting a draw at Chelsea if we can win it. So now, and I really loved it, and I told this to Marc, so he can react every time in the same way. Hopefully we win more than getting a draw. But it's just, I never want that we are satisfied getting a draw. And this shows just the ambition of the players, of our group, and of the club.
Perfect, guys. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Ian.
Oliver, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Has any of the gloss of this being Palace's first ever European adventure, has any of the gloss been taken off it by being in a different competition, and or all the talk about Marc Guehi and Eberechi Eze? Honestly,
here at the training ground, it's, as long as you are not here, it's not a big issue. You know, we are not talking every day to Ebs and Marc, and also not kneeling down and say, oh, thank you that you arrived today. No, it's we expect, yeah, and they're working hard in training, before the training, after the training, so professional, and that's why it's not a big issue here. Yeah, of course we know when things can always happen. Yeah, until the window is not closed. But we really, and this is a credit to the players, to the group. They always focused on what we have to do on our games. We started as the Community Shield, and this noise, the rumours, is not just for 3 days. They are now, I don't know, it's written for weeks. And they played the Community Shield and we won, and they played at Chelsea and we could draw, and they will play against Fredrikstad, and then let's see. I don't know what happens until Nottingham, but this is how we work. Really take it game by game, prepare in the best possible way, show the best performance we can show in this evening, in this afternoon, and then Thursday, Friday morning we will meet for recovery and prepare for Nottingham. It's the only way we can handle it, and so it's not a big issue.
You said that you haven't been in a position where you've gone, thank goodness they've turned up for work. I mean, that's what we've sort of been seeing all summer, not all summer, but some other clubs, you know, people not turning up for work when they should have done.
You can try it tomorrow in your job. I don't know what your bosses will say. So then on Friday press conference, please let me know.
I'm not sure my boss would go.
Yeah, so try it.
You won a European competition before with Eintracht Frankfurt. Setting out on day one, I know it's only a qualifier. Palace, amongst the favourites to win this competition?
I think it's important to stay humble, especially at the beginning. Our clear goal is qualify for the group stage. This is step one, so never make the second step before you make the first one. And the second thing is we also have to see that it's, you know, we are I say it's a freshman. You know, we are. It's the first time we play this competition, so and we are going into this competition like in every other competition to win it. And we started the Premier League to win it. I don't know if we can do it, and we will start the Conference League to win it. I don't know if we can do it, but I think it just makes no sense saying, okay, whatever, when we qualify, we just want to win one game against Fredrikstad or whatever. No, we want to win every single game. Again, if we can do it, I don't know. But and also it's nice that you always mention that I won the Europa League, but I also had one club with Wolfsburg when we lost in the qualification to Europa League at AEK Athens, and we didn't qualify for a group stage. This was in COVID, so you know it's always in football you have success and you have some failures, and because but we want to qualify. It's the clear goal. And this is how we approach the Conference League. But now making no sense talking about the final or whatever in May. It's too far away. This is we never do. We always take it game by game.
I mentioned Eintracht Frankfurt, I'm a West Ham fan. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Dean, what about you? Oh, this club had gone their entire history without winning anything. Suddenly in 3 months you've won 2 trophies.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, the boys have been great. Obviously the plan that was put in place before the final and everything like that, the boys followed it, and obviously to bring that success to the club in such a short space of time after so long, it's incredible memories, and to make that many people happy on the day was incredible, and that's the most important thing above the trophy.
In a sense, if Marc Guehi and Eze do leave, Eze left last year and you went on and you won an FA Cup and a Charity Shield. If they leave, you trust this man, don't you, to make sure that the club are at least as good, if not better? 100%,
yeah, 100%. We've lost players in the past, and we survived through that. And obviously, we've brought the best times to this football club. Sometimes, even when we lost Michael, you look at it and think, "Oh, how are we going to replace it?" And we follow it up with the best ever season in 100 and odd years. So, as you say, you got to trust the manager and follow the process, trust the process, and we'll be absolutely fine.
Last one from me to you. Big season, Premier League. Got the first ever European competition, and of course the World Cup at the end of it. I mean, you're going to be a very busy man.
Fingers crossed, yeah, fingers crossed. No, I'm really looking forward to it, really excited, and yeah, just looking forward to the journey we're going to go on.
If you do have a great season, you could be England's #1 this time next year.
As I say, let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Jamie from BBC.
Thanks very much indeed, Joe. Oliver, firstly, let's talk about the atmosphere at Selhurst Park. You've brought so many good times to the club so far, but what's it going to mean? The supporters are so looking forward to it. What's it going to mean to you and the players when you walk out tomorrow at the kickoff?
For me, and then this, I'm always telling the players, and I think, and I'm pretty sure, I hope and I'm pretty sure that our fans see it in the same way. This is the reward for all, not for the trophy, this is the reward for all the effort, for all the commitment, for all the togetherness, you know, and we all experienced a great end of the season, but I never forget, so like I'll never forget where I'm coming from, I'll never forget our start into the season, yeah, and so for me, the foundation of the season was laid in the start, yeah, that we didn't point with the finger on the others, yeah, so the fans didn't blame the team or the staff, so we always were stick together, we always were connected, yeah, and now we have the reward, and this is how we go, or how I drive to Selhurst tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure our fans do it in the same way, and show it. Having, you know, Thursday evening is not a regular Premier League game day, so it's the first time maybe a few have to take off for Friday because it's late in the evening, and hopefully they can celebrate a little bit afterwards, and this is just the beginning of hopefully a long journey, yeah, so it's the reward for the fans, it's the reward for us as a team, it's the reward for the club to take part in the European competition for all the effort for last season.
It's a special club, isn't it? An SE25, maybe a little bit underprivileged in terms of the area. So when the football comes about, it's lovely, isn't it, that fans can sort of take their minds off of day-to-day life. You kind of have found the right fit, haven't you, with Crystal Palace? It seems hand in glove the way you've settled in.
Yes, I think this is, we are all of course, always under pressure, winning games and competing and be ready and perform on the best level. And then sometimes you forget that it's just football. And then you have some reminders we all don't want to have, like this summer. And then I'm always making a step backwards and then think, okay, so what's our... what's football is entertainment business. Yeah, so it's the same when I watched a few musicals here, and then I want to sit there enjoying the music, the dancing, and forget for 2 or 3 hours what's going on the whole day. Yeah? And this is the same. What is our job? We are entertainers. Yeah? So the players, they have such great skills in playing football. They have like actors, just good skills in being an actor. And then we are watching a movie, we are watching a game, forgetting what's around us. And it's in both ways, yeah? Because sometimes if fans are not really pleased with the performance, they also forget, but maybe not in a little bit more aggressive way. And this is when you always go back to this. So we are entertainers, and this is what we have to deliver. We want to deliver entertainment to our fans, of course, successful entertainment, and it's the best, especially for our supporters. And then I think we've done a great job.
European football is going to be a new thing for some of your players, but not for you. What sort of belief can you give to them? What can you tell them about being successful in Europe, bearing in mind your past experiences?
I hope I started with this a couple of months ago, not just now. And I think being successful in a competition is not, you can't say in this competition we are successful and in the other one we aren't. So it's always about, it's the same approach in every single game, and this is creating a mindset to enter the pitch and go for win the game, for always respecting the opposition. I think this is very important, and I can feel it. Nobody's asking something about Fredrikstad, so they deserve a lot of respect because they are the cup winners of Norway. So they did the same what we did in England, they did for Norway. So that means they had to win a final. They won it on penalties, yes, they lost now against Midtjylland in the Europa League qualification. But of course we analyze them and we prepare, but we want to play the Crystal Palace football. We want to be ourselves. We want to play with our personality and identity, because this brought us into this situation, and this is what we want to show in Europe. We want to show in the Premier League. We want to show in the Carabao Cup will start in September, and in January in the FA Cup again, because this is how we want to be, taking every single game seriously and always showing our personality. And if we do this, we know we can be quite successful. If we don't do it, we can fail.
I think that's fair, that you've got a game over 2 legs against talented opponents. Tell us a little bit about Fredrikstad.
Thank you. Thank you. Very compact, yeah, of course. So playing in a 3-5-2, defending in a 5-3-2, very often in a very deep block, very, very physical. So they scored in this season 50% of the goals from set plays, very direct, but always not giving you a lot of space. So when we watched the Midtjylland games, they was always with the first 2 shots, Midtjylland was up by 2 goals. So they were very, very efficient, and this will be the challenge. We're expecting a very well organized, very physical Norwegian team, that doesn't give you a lot of space, and always try to play forward quite directly and having many crosses, because they have tall strikers, having many numbers in the box. They are always the 2 strikers, the 2 8s arriving in the box, having many crosses, and this is what we have to defend. So I have a lot of respect, because they are the cup holder in Norway, and they deserve the same way we deserve to play European football. Is Fredrikstad deserves this.
One final question. Are you ahead of where you expected to be on your journey? Because you've not been with Palace too long, but you've enjoyed so much success in such a short period of time.
Honestly, I don't think about it, because it's the same. I don't know what will happen in 6 months, in 9 months, even what happens in 3 days, yeah, in all our life. I always hope that it's going in the best way. What I can do is what I expect from the players. I have to be the role model for it, and as I always influence what you can influence. Don't think about all the other stuff, and this is what I have to do. It's the same, you know. What can I influence is how we work with the team, how we talk to the team, or I talk to the team, how I'm working with my staff, with the chairman and with all our officials in the club. This is what I can influence. So I really try to live and say like carpe diem, you know, today, because today I have influence, and then okay, let's see tomorrow. I have influence in the pre-match meeting. I would like to have some more influence in the game, but I'm still not really happy how less influence I have, but it is. And then Friday, okay, it's the post-match. What do I tell the players? This is what I'm thinking about, and everything else happens. And of course, fingers are crossed that Putin, Trump and Zelensky find peace in Europe. So these are much more important than many other things.
Good night to Marc. Dean, just a little bit on the game itself. The manager's mentioned that there's excitement in the group, as you would expect. What's it like for you as a player, knowing that you're going to be at first playing European football for Palace?
Yeah, obviously we're looking forward to it. We expect a really good atmosphere tomorrow night. I'm sure the fans will enjoy it and sing very loud, and we're looking forward to excite them and hopefully get the first win and go into next week and finish the job.
There was great social media exposure for yourself and for the club, but certainly for yourself, that you've engaged with the fans. You're a Cumbrian boy, I don't think you've ever forgotten your roots, but you went to a pub, you helped out some supporters with some drinks after some of the successes. Well, what does that mean, doing something like that and giving back?
No, I think obviously they've been fantastic with the group of players and myself as well. So just giving a little something back, I think it goes a long way, and I've got a great relationship with them, and hopefully that can continue.
How special is this group at Crystal Palace? Because you've been put together by the manager, he signed a lot of good players, and it's not only good players, but it's a good group of characters, isn't it? Does that really help? Yeah, the culture and the togetherness is phenomenal, and I speak for everyone when I say this. We're so together as a group, and you can see that with what we've achieved over the last 12 to 18 months. So yeah, that'll continue, and hopefully we can take it into this season, because that's stronger than anything else, really. Steve Parish said that belief is a massive thing when you signed, and when you did sign, he said that you could help the club, or you told him you could help the club win trophies. You've been able to do that very early on in your career. What does it take, the mindset, the elite mindset, to reach the top? Because clearly you've got it. Yeah, I think obviously to reach this level you've got to be confident in your own ability, of course, and you've got to be mentally really strong, and that was something that I spoke to Steve about when I first met him, and I believed it, and thankfully it's happened, and yeah, it's phenomenal looking back over that conversation 18 months ago that it's actually become reality. You said that you win the FA Cup, you've done it, that's a tick in the box. So too the Community Shield, maybe not quite so exciting. You've now got European football. Can you make it a hat-trick? Can you make it 3 out of 3? Well, focus on getting through tomorrow night first, and then yeah, why not? Wish you the best of luck next year.
Thank you. Are there any other broadcast questions? If not, we'll break there, please. Oh, you're broadcasting. Yeah, okay, yeah. Continue.
Mr. Glasner, you're facing a team that last year had £8 million in turnover. If you were a Fredrikstad manager, how would you face this match?
I think it's not so difficult for me, because I was manager in Austria in Linz, yeah, and we also qualified for European football, and we had to play qualification, and we played Besiktas Istanbul, who were 6 months before in the round of last 16 in the Champions League, yeah, and we had our approach was, okay, we are the underdog, but you always have a chance to win, yeah, and we lost 1-0 at Besiktas. And we were 2-0 up until the 92nd minute, and then they had one finish. At that time there was the away goal rule, and we won 2-1, but Besiktas went through. This was the only shot on target in the whole second game. So you could see we had a chance. So this is, I think, is the same Fredrikstad approach. And when you play a knockout stage with 2 games, you always believe that you have a chance to win. I think they will show their strengths. As I mentioned, when they scored 50% of their goals from set plays, and it's not just corners and free kicks. I think 4 goals from long throw-ins. So we are well prepared, and that means for us, we have to control their strengths, and of course to use maybe their weaknesses and also our strengths, and this is how we approach. But I'm pretty sure Fredrikstad, they won't enter the pitch and waving the white flag tomorrow, so I can't imagine. They will give their best, and again deserve huge respect because they are the cup winners of Norway. Quality, good structured team, well organized. Again, not giving you a lot of space means for us finding the space, finding a good mixture between being patient but also attacking the box, bringing the ball into the areas where you can score, causing troubles, and force them maybe to make mistakes. And this is how I see that the game will be tomorrow.
Thank you. Dean, do you remember one of the name of the Fredrikstad squad?
I haven't looked at anything, to be fair, up to now.
Okay.
No, and I think it's always, we don't prepare just on the names because we don't know, because also in the last game against Midtjylland they played 2 different strikers than in the home game, so we don't exactly know whom they are playing. So for us it's always analyzing their structure, because the structure you can't change within 3 days. The structure is always the same, and we know that they've just 1 injured player. The player is usually their goalkeeper number 1, so this is what Dean knows. More he doesn't need to know. And again, it's telling you all the names doesn't mean you have respect. It's always how you approach the game, and we are very well prepared, believe me.
Thank you very much. Okay, if the cameras can go off.